They give me 15 minutes, so I'm going to count not to lose my time. Okay, so start. Hi, I'm really glad to be here. This is my first time in Turkey, and I have 74 slides, so I have to make sure that I kind of do quick, right? And so my topic was originally from the public participation, like the GIS, is how to engage community, educate community, and how to empower them. But what happened in New York and New Jersey about the Hurricane Sandy. So this is what happened in New Jersey and New York. Most of the people lost the power, and most of people, this is like the fire happened in New York. And so a lot of people lost the power, so we need like a place that you can charge your cell phone, and this is a gas line. A lot of gas line, like the gas station was closed, and the people were really literally panicked. And then I've been doing this community participatory mapping with the high school students. So we chat them through the Facebook and said, maybe there is something that we can do, right? So after Hurricane Sandy, there's a flooding, fallen tree infrastructures, and all those things. There's a gas shortage. I mentioned it. And then we need to, at least one of the things that we can do is to provide a gas station where that it is open. Because there's so many gas stations closed. They don't know where to get gas, and there's a lot of line, right? A lot of my staff actually like waiting for the gas, and the gas stop, right? And then they waste their gas and then their time. So there was a chaos. So what we did initially was, I will explain the process. We collect all those data through the Twitter and Facebook and internet, and we update it. So this is a first map. Basically, we were able to create the mobile and web-based interactive map based on this community mapping within an hour. And this is what students are entering. So they put the information, wait time, comment, date, time. So this is so far. As of this morning, this is 1 hour ago, we have 968 gas station data. But it's not just gas station. You have to understand, gas station, they may have gas, but 3 hours later, the gas may run out, right? So there's a lot of the website that provide gas station location, but it's not being updated. So it confuses people more. So we have these high school students keep calling them and keep update data every 3 and every 6 hours. So this is a map of the November 4th. We started this project in the October 31st. So you can see the map. Initially, we have open, sold out, and changing station because we were mainly interested in the location that is open. And once they sold out, we just changed the signal and just sold out. So we didn't map those gas stations that doesn't have gas initially. So this is the November 5th. And then our data has been used to the FEMA, Federal Emergency Management guys. And then also, we've been working closely with the White House and Department of Energy. And so they suggest that maybe we need to have additional data of no power with gas, and some other data variable, so they can use it for the planning and then management. So this is the data, and then you can look at the open. But you can also see sold out, but you can see no power with gas and unknown. So you can see, that they can maybe send a generator, or they can send the gas tank. And this is like the no power and unknown, no power with gas. So some of those gas stations has gas, but without power. And then this is how our data is being fed to FEMA, like the mapping through the Google KML. So we are able to create the live KML. And Google Crisis Map, right? They did a wonderful job to add a lot of data. But one of the things that they did was you can see that our Mapler gas station status. All the volunteers are updating is the real time feed into the Google Crisis Map. So what happened was when people look at the Google Crisis Map, they actually enter the comment there, right? A lot of people put the comment from the web and mobile. So this is one of the link that they can see the data in this open time, comment, busy signal at this time and then date. So you can see this is done with yesterday, telephone address. So we add and we find more information, like more detailed information to the public and then also to the government agency. And then this is the Mapler. So what we did was, now we have a lot of volunteers again, getting data and update data, and it's feed into the Google Crisis Map. And then public who is looking at Google Crisis Map is adding a lot of comment, right? It may be open, it may be closed, but they may see something else 1 hour later. So they put a comment like this. Oh, initial status was unknown, right? Because we were not able to talk to anybody. But somebody put it in here. They have right now, but the line is almost 6 blocks, right? So you can look at you can get the feedback from the people, and then you can update the status too, right? Depending on how like updated it is, and also the students actually call them too. And then we also create this Mapper X, which is a program that we created, add a lot of government data and then some other resource. Oop. Okay, and then this is how that the Department of Energy, the call center, is using our map actually to answer phone call the people looking for the gas. They have 10 people, 24 hours. And then also they update the data too by using our tool. So I just want to give you a brief description of what happened for the past 7 days, right? This PowerPoint was literally created like 2 hours ago because I want to update with a certain number. And then, but I want to explain, this is my original the presentation, that why these things happen and why that we are able to do this thing. And then also daily kind of the report. So I Am Social is a scholars organizing culturally innovative activity. These are Latino, Hispanic students in the Franklin Township in New Jersey that I create this community mapping group. They are in the underprivileged area. I try to teach them technology and then give them opportunity to do the community service, develop the leadership, and then also give self-confidence that they can make a change and they can make a difference in their community. So this is our first year, 2011. You can see me in here, right? Can you see me? Well, yeah. I was a little thinner at the time, but anyway. So what we did was with the undergraduate students and then the other people, we did several community mapping projects, such as sidewalk inventory, how safe the streets are for the children. The result is amazing. We map every data in here, right? 65% of the sidewalk was really in bad conditions. 55% of the crosswalk was not visible, right? So we are able to calculate it, but this data can be used by government because they know exactly what need to be fixed. And then they can budget it. And then they can apply for the grant too. And then students got really excited, so we did this one in 2012, which is this summer again. We had more students and then more support. And then you can see me here, right? I was not able to cover my belly, but anyway. And then we met and we used the existing data, and then we had a discussion and then study how we can really make the difference with the data and then what kind of thing that we do. We also invite the assemblymen that have them present what they found and also get the feedback from him. And we have a video from one of the students. Can you play the video? You have to click it. Okay. Technical.
My name is Abel Palomo. Okay. I am a senior at Franklin High School, and today we did this project on sidewalks, finding sidewalks that are good or bad, or ones that need repair.
Giving a lot
I really enjoyed it today because I got to meet new people and figure out how I can make a change in my community.
Right? In the community. Now, if I go to the next slide, this one, that same child, my slide this time, okay. He was actually got killed by a traffic accident on the same school, right? While, he was driving. And then another video, yeah. And I was the only one who has a video about him, but look at the context.
Teacher, and if it wasn't for them and my mentors to push me to keep going in this group, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be the same person I am. I'll probably be in the streets or something. And I never pictured myself helping out the community because I didn't really care at first. But then I seen a big difference. Wow, if I do something, I can change it. If we all do something, we can change even more. But I don't regret this experience at all because it changed my life. I got to meet new friends, get closer to old ones, and I just really like this experience. And if I ever get to do it again, I'll take it right away.
So kids really learn how to make changes. Here is the things that I found out through the community mapping. It record, archive community information, improve data quality, encourage community engagement, raise awareness, promoting sensor connection, empower community, and then help the local government. So we went to the Highline. New York City has a Highline Park. I was able to get some funding. I was trying to show them how good that the New York City did a job to mapping, to change their neighborhood in a new, nice, beautiful, like the park. And then we came back to our neighborhood, and then we did actually survey in here to the same school, that small park. You know how we found out? We found out mattress, abandoned tire, it was a garbage dump, right? So we communicate through the Facebook, and students were saying a lot of things that they learned from this process. But one of the students said, in a way, you and I never experienced before. I say, we clean this place. Who's with me? Lab, and then I don't think you guys would like to clean it. But what happened was 2 days later, nobody tell them, clean the community, but they did by themselves. Right? So this community participatory mapping actually changed their attitude, and they make them action, right? And then serve the community. And then so this, I want to just go back to the mapping gas station. So we've been doing that thing for the past 2 years. The first day, Wednesday night, we communicate through the Facebook. So, I kind of chat the group with the students in here. And then we got the information from the Facebook, Twitter, and then the other resources, and we update the data. And this is the application that students were already used to add the data, all the category. And then we are able to create all the variable. So the beauty is like this kind of application can be developed within an hour with the mobile iPhone and Android phone, and with the web base, the students can actually enter the data no matter where they are. So this is one of the sample screenshot of the iPhone. And then Thursday, we still communicated because the electricity out, no car, building was closed. And then they put all the data, and then we are featured in NBC TV, like TV and Huffington Post, and then a lot of the media, because we were the only source that provided gas information at the time. Thursday, Friday, communicate with members, and FEMA start to use our IM social data. Saturday, finally, we get to our office. We have electricity, internet, everything. We developed the strategies, but our Twitter account suspended too much of activity. This creates actually serious problem for us. And then, so this is my office, actually my personal office, but you can see the students. This is my office room. And then we run out of the space, so they actually laying down on the floor, right? But we had Sunday, we worked really hard, but we had significant internet problem because the office was designed for the 4 to 5 people, and we have 30 people. Right? And then we had the mayors and some superintendent came, and this is our Sunday. You can see this is the daytime, this is the evening hours. We stay until 10, right? So 9 to 10. These are the students who are doing the updating the data. Sixth day, Monday, which is like this last Monday. Workers provide the more internet bandwidth. I'm going to explain the situation. And then also, I've been creating a lot of community mapping group. So they actually come and then they join and help. And then I recruit more undergraduate students in addition to the high school students. So they were using this ubiquitous wireless network. I don't know what it is, but the building, they have some kind of small hotspot, and then we have a receiver. So they can travel within a mile. So we were able to have really big help from the Rutgers University. And then it was my birthday too. So they had a surprise party for me, Yeah. My family was a little upset because I didn't get to spend time with them, right? But, Seventh day on Tuesday, we create additional variable due to the request from the Department of Energy. And this is the seventh day, Tuesday. That is the 2 days before, right? So we have more undergraduate students, right? And then this is yesterday, actually. I have a community mapping group at elementary school in Maryland. So they were validating data. There's a certain thing that they can do with their teachers, right? Where the information is correct, what they can add some other information. Eighth day, Wednesday, which is yesterday, right? We have 4H students, and we try to virtualize the volunteer activity. Lesson learned, we've been preparing for this for 2 years, right? and technology fast, affordable, and easy, right? Most of organizations are ready to be connected, and then we need has some support. Social media limitation, our Twitter account keep getting suspended, not anymore because somebody talked to them, right? And then, so it's because we had a community mapping skill, we had a teamwork built, and then all the members are familiar with my office and technology, and they were trained, and then students are really motivated. And then these are the participants, right? So this is my final slide. We dreamed, we prepared, and we were making a difference. Connecting people, connecting community has been my mission statement. That's it. I did within 15 minutes. Thank you.